Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. I am Cress Nether. Welcome to the Fey Groves, and today we are going to be playing some Scion! Yay! Things are a little bit different, as you can tell. The time is different from normally. From normally, that's the... My brain goes weird sometimes with 2 languages in there. Let alone 3. Also, my captions should be in front of Hari. Thank you for the cat ears. I should say hi to everyone. Hello, Jen Giggles, well done on you getting first. Red Ghost, well done on you getting second. Perpetually Exhausted, well done on you getting third. There's also Alvrans waving their sword, well done. White Shell, hi Wolves, hi Keystra, Cat. And yeah, today we are playing our beta squad, the cat crew, because unfortunately Michinho couldn't be here today. She is starting a new job, and that is also the reason why we are going from our earlier time, starting at 8 p.m. Central European time, to now 9 p.m. like 10 p.m. 10 past 9 p.m. That's the So, without further ado, let's say hi to the folks.
Away from the screen,
Hello!
blindfolded, no hand controller run of Elden Ring. I'm cheating.
Oh.
If they don't want to learn the boss patterns, that means they're not sweaty. They want to beat it without sweating.
Apparently the new thing is learning a boss's attack patterns is cheating.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, no, that's learning how to play the video game. The
Isn't
point
that-
of the video game is to learn how the boss moves.
Isn't that just the entirety of the gameplay loop?
Yes.
Yes.
Like,
That is how you play Souls games.
I'm here
is
playing
learning how
Monster
the bosses
Hunter
move.
Rise, and I still...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, like, I'm playing Monster Hunter Rise, and I am...
Learning how the monsters move is
learning
very
how
important.
Primordial Melzino, not kills me.
Yeah,
It's hard. I'm a weenie.
but you
But
get
that's
better at
the
it when you
entirety
learn
of the game.
when you
Yeah.
learn that, oh, the boss is doing this, moving like this, I'd better dodge roll.
What is going on with the folks who think that that is cheating?
Oh no.
What? Are they okay?
As somebody
No.
who's currently on their first ever playthrough of Elden Ring,
Uh-huh.
somebody who is very experienced with Elden Ring, like watching them, let me tell you, the stories I've heard of what's considered cheating to people who play any Souls-like game is insane, because it ranges from, yes, exploiting glitches in the game to actively give yourself an advantage over opponents and, like, min-max, to, oh, did you use a mechanic that the game offers? You gotta reset. You're cheating. Why even
Like-
bother? Why play?
Like, yes, I did kill Melania with bees back when that was the easy cheese to do it because I thought it was funny. But, like,
Fair.
I wasn't intending for that to be like, oh yeah, I beat her super good. I was like, no, I did it the funny way because I thought it was funny.
Wolves adding in chat. If Dark Souls exist, you are cheating at Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
Exactly.
I can't believe I cheated at Dark Souls 3 without even playing it.
Anytime I hear any Souls-like fan complaining about anything in Souls-like, I just go, these are the people that complained that the game was too easy and boring, and so the developers went, okay, we'll give you a challenge. And then proceeded to scream and cry that the DLC that they advertised as harder as the base game was too hard.
Oh.
And then proceeded to scream and cry when they lowered the difficulty. And it's just like, why'd you make it less hard? You're basically just getting rid of the gameplay loop. And I sit there and go,
This is
children.
What you asked. You asked for this.
It just reminds me of that SpongeBob joke of the dad driving his kid in the car as he's holding an ice cream cone and crying, and he's just like, I hate pistachio! And the dad just looks over, but that's what you asked for!
Mm-hmm. Oof. Indeed. I'm going to switch over music here.
Okay.
It's a mentality I don't think I'll ever understand.
No.
Oh, for me, let me switch that up. Oh, no wonder I have it at volume 100%.
Alright. Is everybody ready?
I believe so.
I am.
Okay.
I've acquired several
Y'all sound
million
unsure.
dollars as my character.
Look, you're asking if everyone is ready. I do not have complete information about the subject.
I'm
I
ready.
can't call everyone on the planet to find out if they're ready.
I'll say I'm ready and then figure it
Get on
out later.
This is very
That's what I do.
mathematics convention. Like, is everyone ready? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yes!
I'm ready to exert my privilege.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. What? Is this also from the Hades soundtrack?
These two.
Hades 2 soundtrack.
I have it at
Yes.
max volume and it's still not playing. One moment.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I didn't hear you complain about me blowing out your eardrums.
Yeah, yeah, Foundry's going in the opposite direction now, where it won't play any music at all.
Is it still MP3?
Yo,
Huh. That is weird.
Yes. So it seems like the only time I can get music to start is if I either A, enter the game after the music has already started, or B, refresh when the music begins. I cannot exist in the game and have music begin.
interesting. Good to know.
Hmm.
I'll try to be more on top of music. Anywho, last time we were with the cat team, or cat crew, as it's
Yeah.
affectionately called.
Yeah.
They had done some investigations into a large tech startup who was moving into Brussels. They found an underground passage that led beneath the growing HQ and found some strange figures made of starlight and shadow. Strange skeletal figures made of starlight and shadow that they proceeded to dispatch. In looking through a mysterious portal that had been sent that direction, they've seen many of these beings. I don't remember if I did XP last time.
Hmm. I was
I have
wondering
any
if we got
XP?
any XP. So
I have gained a total of 5.
Okay.
There you go.
So we
Um,
have 5 XP.
I will figure out if I can get a cat with 5 XP. And what
You
a
can.
cat can do. But you were you're continuing your
Yeah.
recap.
They closed the portal not before sending a
Grenade.
missile-like delivery through it, and noticing that it did less damage than they probably would have hoped. But regardless, the portal closed, and they found a small bone charm of some kind that seems to clickety-clack every time it moves. just
I believe-
holding it.
I believe I was holding onto that.
Do so. And with that, our band departed for the moment with some interesting things going on in the background. But what is the cat crew up to? What are you guys up to? What are you guys doing? Look like for a day in the life.
Olivia is attempting to drag Kit to a movie.
Oh, okay. I guess
Okay.
that's what I'm doing. Kid is
We
being
did
dragged.
share contact information, correct?
Yes.
So
I would imagine we would.
if anyone puts like a message in a group chat like, hey, we're doing this, Sarne would probably respond in a enthusiastic manner. But otherwise, she would probably be cleaning her motorcycle leathers and tinkering with her wind horse
Okay.
as a form
Wait.
of not necessarily worship, but ritual cleaning and as part of being that the relic needs regular care and feeding.
Yes.
I am.
You gotta feed your bike.
I am adding gas to the tank and some hay and other horse treats, which actually is what it says it should be.
It's just, oh man,
So there's
that's
oats.
so good.
How does the
to
bike
have
eat
a
them? You just
balance.
look away and look back and they're gone.
Mhm.
No one questions the bike's anatomy.
Wade, what are you up to?
Is Wade up to?
I was about to. How long has it been since last session?
It's
Several
This is,
weeks in out of game time, a couple days in game time.
Mhm.
Several weeks, several months.
Only
An
trying to
amount of
figure out
Several-
where to- Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was being silly. Go on.
I was just gonna say, probably trying to figure out where to get a decent slice in Brussels.
Hmm.
I don't know how pizza here would be.
Probably,
Definitely not deep dish.
yeah, not deep dish, but that's not as popular over here in Europe.
Oh, Ghost doesn't like deep dish pizza anyway.
Good.
Well, then you're in luck.
Not a fan.
It's too much pizza.
Nope.
Uh,
Nope, this is not the place for a rant. We're good. We're good.
It's too much pizza per bite.
Hmm.
Alright. Now, the movie is. What movie did you want to go see, Olivia?
Hmm.
'Cause I have a
Olivia.
feeling it would be Olivia picks the movie and drags Kit to the movie, rather than
Mhm.
what do you want to go see, Kit?
Is it wicked?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. I haven't seen it. I'm just going to assume that it's good.
I've heard that it's quite good.
or-
I've heard that it's
Enjoyable
very
time,
good
at
if
least.
you're a musical enthusiast.
Yeah.
That's fair. But regardless, it is an enjoyable time. The pizza is different, but still good in its own way. And it is easy enough to take care of the things that you need to take care of as you are well practiced at it. I will say there's a casual reminder, because I just remembered myself, that there was a bit of an odd space to the northeast of Brussels that the squirrel mentioned.
I think that's like
Ah.
next on Kit's list to look into, and
Mhm.
he'll probably like once he's sure that the bureaucratic process that he started with the place you're investigating last time is underway, once he's sure that's going on, he'll message everyone to be like, hey, so when we were looking into that stuff, the squirrel mentioned that there was something unusual going on to the north-ish. If anyone wants to come with me and look, then we'll meet up at some point. Whenever
You
anyone's
almost
available.
immediately get a response back. Wasn't that part of what we did last weekend?
No, this is something else. I think it's not this. The location doesn't match where we ended up in the cave.
Huh. About 5 minutes later after that, you get, sure, I'm on my way.
Oh, okay.
And probably not caring how far the distance is between us, in about 10 minutes, you hear the very...
As we're coming out of the movie.
Known, like, very obvious sound of a approaching motorbike.
I was about to say it's like a movie, but for Sarnia, it is actually just an immediate hard cut to them being there.
Yeah.
Wade, what about you?
Wade is going to look at the text chain, see that there's something other than this to do. Put the slice that he currently has in his hand that has a single bite out of it as he looks at like 5 other plates of different pizza from other places, and just go, you know what, I'll take the risk. And then pay and leave.
Sir, what do you want us to do with all this pizza?
Give it away.
Okay. Man comes in, buys one of everything on the menu, takes one bite and leaves.
Yeah.
Listen, I paid for it.
You sure did.
What a blow to the kitchen chef's ego.
That one bite was just so good that it didn't need any else.
Man,
It's so good!
I'm
Give
stuffed.
it away!
Okay. So after the movie and after some sustenance and some tasks, y'all meet back up at the movie theater. We have one motorcycle.
Mhm.
How else would people like to get over there?
I definitely have space for one other person.
I do have a means of travel. It will just be strange to look at, considering it's not visible.
What, are you Wonder Woman? Having an invisible plane or something?
Thank you.
It's just like, or something.
Okay, now I'm curious. What is it?
You remember when we were fighting those star creatures, and one of them looked like it had been bitten in half by something?
Yeah?
I'm followed around by an invisible big cat.
Olivia looks
As
excited.
big as you?
Bigger.
Really gotta get myself a cat.
You totally
Oh.
do. You should pick up
fashionably-
Alphonse. Alphonse says hello.
Hey,
And
Alphonse, did you sneak him into the theater?
yes. Alphonse
Impressive.
lets out a meow which is disturbingly deep.
Meow.
Yeah, the people at the concessions were just perfectly fine with letting him in.
Huh.
I guess they saw me there and just thought that I was more unusual.
Yeah, I understand people not wanting to ask or make comments then.
I'm used to it by now. Anyway, location
Down
is...
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was just gonna say, down the road comes a limo.
just-
So
Well, this is a very large car.
I can
Uh,
follow after.
Michael shotgun.
Kid just looks to
Alright.
the empty space beside him and says, "You can sit on the roof, I guess." There is no
how
response.
big is the cat?
the invisible
It's
cat,
invisible. Yeah, it's invisible, so I wouldn't know either way.
Wait, does
pretty big.
the cat ever become visible?
Kid just shrugs.
Maybe.
I
Huh.
was not told every single detail about this cat. I was simply told that it would protect me from dangers.
Well, good on you, I suppose. I think with this interesting, strange motorcade of big car, big cat, and big bike, Sarna is like already getting comfortable on the seat of her bike once again. There is, as you have seen previously, that rather conspicuous case on the side of the bike where she keeps her hunting bow.
Mm-hmm. The armory.
Hmm.
Okay. So, as you guys head over, probably about 20 miles out of town to the northeast, I would like survival checks
Oh no.
to see if
Alright.
you guys can find
Don't
something
worry,
interesting.
guys. Survival which attribute?
Mental.
Huh?
Mental attributes.
I
Get...
have nothing in survival,
Same.
but I do have two successes.
I don't
Nice.
have any complications because the
Oh,
survival
hey,
surge.
Story path got updated.
Yeah,
Olivia gets 4 successes.
Very good.
excellent.
I'm seeing what I've got to use. Is there something somewhere? Oh yeah, some conditions. Would my enhanced senses be useful here for navigating the wilderness?
What enhanced senses do you have?
As a cat, hearing and night vision or dark vision or whatever.
Vision would help, yes.
Okay.
That's weird.
I don't know if identify and follow tracks would help with the survival thing.
Oh, allow it.
Okay. I don't experience any complications from moving through wilderness. I can always sense when animals or other creatures are nearby.
Well, that means that the botch, if I was going to use botch rules, wouldn't impede you at all.
Okay. And yeah, I'll use Call of the Wild on myself as well to give myself an extra +2.
Alright. 6
6
successes.
successes.
Alright. With
7. Yeah, okay.
yeah, it was 7 days. Let's see. I would like somebody amongst you to roll for me a luck check. Just go ahead and roll for me a d20.
I'll do it.
Okay. No problem.
Roll a dice.
That's not the right button.
It should be /R base d20.
Thank you. I genuinely did not know what it was.
There we go. 18.
Okay. With 4 successes, with 1 and 0 successes, unfortunately, you weren't able to find much. With 4 successes, and with 6, obviously, anything that 6 is covered. The first thing that you notice is a singular set of tracks. Sometimes it's coming out, sometimes it's going in. Every time that you see it coming out, there's definitely a pair of it going back into where it goes from. And these are definitely hominid tracks. So they are kind of a type of creature that seems to be more sapient in following. At least is wearing some kind of boot.
Olivia will look to the others as she sees trails. There's a serial killer out here.
Not necessarily, just a person.
Who will be the first to go?
Do you want to go? Is that something you're excited about?
It won't
No, I
be
don't
any of
think I
us.
think you'd probably be like second or last.
Oh, final girl, eh?
Yeah,
Think
you
we're
might be
going to have-
first.
I think we're going to have to fight about being the final girl.
As long as I'm not the first guy, I don't care how this goes.
Oh, that's
Gee,
overplaying.
this is like, gee, thanks.
Oh yeah, Kit, you're probably doomed.
You notice it long before you, despite the conversation, you notice it long before you actually reach the glade that time seems to be different. There's a difference to the air. There's still animals, like you can still sense animals nearby, but it turns to some bigger game, and the sense of time around you seems to distort slightly as you walk in before you meet a glade with a small cottage in it.
Anyone else feel that?
Yeah, it feels weird.
Not just weird, like time is out of sync or something.
Yeah, weird.
Thank you for adding a descriptor to it, Kit. I didn't know what was going on.
At least someone appreciates it.
Seeing the college,
Mhm.
I'm going to imbue 1 legend for my boon Safe Travels. My travels are marked by hospitality, and I can always find safety, comfort, and refuge with as little as 5 minutes of searching. If traveling with a group, this hospitality will extend to other player characters plus up to your legend and story guide characters.
Okay. Safe travels. Trivial characters can't find them unless you want them to, and you gain +3 enhancement tide off for fight while hunkered down. Okay. I also really do like the fact that, just a quick aside, for stuff like safe travels or starry path, that all the other players just do not count against you.
Yeah!
They just assume you're going to be moving as a group.
Well, they do say, like, if you want to keep with the group, you can.
Yeah, you don't need it. It's not limited by however many's on there, but I just really like that as an aside.
I
But
think
anywho,
that's a fair thing, yeah.
yeah, there is some smoke coming from a chimney on the cottage itself. The temperature seems to be a little chilly, not too cold. But yeah, the cottage stands before you. Olivia, the serial killer's hideout, stands before you.
How do we do this? I'm gonna stroke her chin, pondering.
Like, there is a reason why Sarnate decides to invoke divine power going towards the college.
I've,
Okay, so we're some teenagers lost in the woods.
I'm not a teenager.
She looks sad.
Oh, I
am
see.
a teenager, and this slightly concerns me.
I will pretend to be a teenager for today.
Huzzah!
We'll go over to the cottage door,
I'm going with you.
and I will knock.
Yep, I'm accompanying you.
As you knock, there's a long moment before someone comes to the door and opens it. Not quite, a little more than a crack. Like, you can definitely see the full person's profile, but the door isn't completely opened. And it's definitely, he looks at you, or this masked individual looks at you with raised eyebrow. Let me grab it on there. Looks to be about in his his late 20s, early 30s. Definitely looks very scruffy, gruff, kind of like that lumberjack look type of thing, but more covered in leathers and handmade things than anything else. And he starts off by saying, "So, do you know? Are you some of those other individuals like Casimir and Vega?"
I
What the
don't
fuck are
know
those?
who those are.
Oh, lovely. More people.
Do
No,
I know who those are?
I'm mostly here investigating. One of the local squirrels said that this area was strange and that they were perturbed by it, and I'm curious as to why.
Ah, well, we can have a conversation about that. Would you like to have something to drink? I don't know if I have enough cups for everybody.
That would be
Yeah,
very
go ahead.
kind. Thank you.
So he leaves the door open as he turns around and goes and gets mostly water. There's some coffee. There's a few different things. He does happen to have just enough mugs. Wade, you asked a question. If you know who that was, does Wade have a technological presence in Brussels? As in, like, do you follow a lot of technology things? Are you on, as we called it yesterday, Skritter or Nymphstagram or...
Instagram.
Yes. You know what? Absolutely.
Then you at least know of the other band in Brussels, yes.
Okay.
And given the fact that you're probably also there for studying, both you and Sarne have probably heard of the Midnight Nook, if nothing else.
Sarne doesn't want to know.
That
Sarne
is fair.
Very much like, I'm very much in it for myself.
You can know about the Midnight Nook and not know who works there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's a place, I guess.
Also, during this entire interaction, Sarne is both respecting the laws of hospitality and pushing very much against those borders of like imposing on their host.
I'm gonna do the opposite and be very polite.
I'm going to do the opposite and also be very polite.
Very fair.
Olivia's gonna stare at each thing, mumbling to herself, going, "This must have been made from the flesh of his victim."
It's not even made of leather. It's made of wood.
There's dryads.
As those words come out of Olivia's mouth, Wade is biting the knuckle of his finger, holding it aloud.
But he introduces himself. He goes, "My name is James Hunter. Nice to meet you. Here you go."
Yeah,
and he's got a little table sitting outside, as those of you may remember.
Kit Castley. Sorry, I do a lot of advocacy work for animals and stuff, so
No worries. Yes, this place is... It's odd that multiple parties have been able to make their way here, but this is my Nementon. This is... Yes. Does somebody have Scent the Divine here?
don't think
I
any
again did not pick
dragon
it.
anymore, so I don't. Also, real quick, that name was
Okay.
Wade Hunter, right?
It's James Hunter.
James Hunter. Okay, I was in my
Mhm.
own head.
Can I roll a cult to try and figure out what Nemeton is?
Yeah. Actually, no, this would be academics. This would be a very
Oh.
difficult academics roll.
Oh, I could try
Oh, I
that.
don't have that.
I
What
have an
academics?
audacious.
Cunning
I have an
academics?
audacious
I don't have anything in academics. I didn't
question.
go to school.
Go ahead and ask your question first, as I'm thinking about what attribute to use.
So Wade's family has kind of always been involved in the god stuff on some level. Can I just have this, or would it still be a roll?
It would still be a roll.
Okay.
It might be easier for you. But yeah, Kit didn't go to school. He's a cat.
Wade is working on his second
yeah.
doctorate.
I would say mental academics for sure.
Kit was a house
Okay.
cat 3 weeks ago.
Is there a reason why Kit is a cat named Kit?
I explained this before.
This is true.
Grandpa calls him Kitten.
Ah,
Aw.
but also Kit Kat.
Yeah, I guess.
Of course, you've never tasted chocolate. It's bad for you.
Kit can't have it. Can never have a Kit Kat.
So it's not Kit Kat. Kit can't.
Kit can't.
Yeah.
I don't
Kit Kat,
I
Kit Kat.
have access to any of my specialties.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, the
um,
specialties are broken right now. Just give yourself one enhancement instead of a specialty.
Oh.
Okay,
Yes.
that
It's
was
the same.
driving me crazy, actually. Thank you.
Yeah, we noticed this last week. The specialties are just broken.
It does not look like any of your specialties would apply to that, though.
No, I was just wondering why, because I was trying to look for them in the roll sheet, just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, I only have the one.
Exactly. That's
Oh.
why in the pop-down menu it doesn't work.
it's only showing the last one on the list
Yeah.
for some reason.
Curious.
It seems to just be broken right now and might be fixed later.
That'll probably will. That will probably happen. Knowing the Foundry community.
Yes.
What I will say is with 3 successes, none of you know exactly what a Nementon is. But all of you are aware of strange places that are kind of in between realms. And what James, as James kind of tries to explain it, what it is it sounds a lot like one of those strange places, more so than anything else that comes to mind.
Yeah, Kit probably has been in a different realm before. Probably where he was built.
I know about strange places.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, I suppose.
bit.
It's
Outside of reality, I guess.
to not put too fine a point on it.
I realize I've forgotten to introduce myself. My name is Sarnai Teguskin Chingis, and your hospitality here will be known throughout the Tengri.
Thank you, I suppose.
And whether that is a sign of Sarnai being genuine in her respect, or whether that says, I'll have everyone show up here to annoy you, it really depends.
Yeah. Whether that's nice or a threat remains to be seen.
Yep.
But yeah, you do notice that as this person probably lives a bit of a hermetic lifestyle, that might not be the right word for it.
Solitary.
Solitary, yeah, that would be a better one. A bit of a solitary lifestyle, that there is some awkwardness to it, but as he kind of explains that there's some differences here that the squirrel might have been unsettled by the line
Yeah.
difference, as animals are definitely more loud than people.
Hmm.
Kid just there briefly like, I wonder which one I count as.
James
Could
shrugs.
say this out loud.
Yes.
That's a good question.
You
Can
told
you-
your people.
Questions for later. Like,
So sometimes the definitions get a bit jumbled in our line of work.
I suppose. But James, do you have any other ideas about things around your Nementon being odd or strange?
Ideas around, though, not so much. I mean, I'm sure some of you probably noticed the change in
Yes,
time, temperature.
feels like stepping into a different time zone, I guess.
yeah, what's the deal with that?
It's my realm, for lack of a better term. It's set to the way that I like things.
Oh.
That hasn't changed in the recent time,
Not
weeks?
Not recently, no. I do leave sometimes to go check on things. I saw the press conference, press release, whatever
Ah.
that was. For...
Yes, terrible
Press
shame what
release.
happened to the construction site, but oh well.
Yes.
There's a big smile on Sarnay's face.
Press release. A conference would imply that only the press was able to view what was going on and then report it to everyone else.
Gotcha. Thank you.
No problem.
Well, as long as this Nementon isn't having any adverse effects on the world around it or the creatures that enter it, I don't see any issues. So,
Yeah, bit of a disappointment. Our friend here expected a serial killer.
it's the kind of ears flattening to the side of, goddamn it.
Well, he just like grabs the, or no, he just rubs like the side of his temples.
Yes.
I suppose, according to some, like, animal advocacy groups, I would be considered a serial killer.
A lot of people would be.
So, which one of us would you go for first then?
I wouldn't, but I appreciate the question? Question mark?
Do you?
It goes
She-
from his temples to the bridge of his nose.
She is very, imaginative.
Definitely seems fun.
Very sorry for the insinuation.
I am a person who lives out in the middle of nowhere. And has a hard to find home and weapons. It's not the worst insinuation that's been made about me.
Okay, so you notice all the signs as well. Alright, see, it would have been a much different thing if you were just ignorant to why people would think that, but since you are aware,
Is
sorry.
weaponry something you'd be interested in showing us?
Sure, if that's something that you're interested in.
am.
And he comes, he heads back inside for a little bit. He comes out with, generally speaking, a well cared for hunting knife and a well cared for bow. It's nowhere near as impressive as your weaponry, but it is
Are
definitely
they not relics.
They are not relics, no.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Seems fairly standard.
May I kind of hold my hand over the bow?
Go for it.
Kind of pick it up and inspect it. Is
Feels
it,
nice.
What kind of style is it? Longbow, shortbow, compound?
Definitely older style longbow.
Hmm.
Not quite English longbow, but
No. You need to break your body for that stuff.
I
Look,
was
Yeah.
about to say.
does James have that build?
James has a build for a bowman, but not that build now.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Um,
They don't make guys like that anymore because they literally had to make guys like that.
yeah.
I remember hearing the phrase from a historian of the best way to make a longbowman is to start with his grandfather.
Yeah, they had to literally build those guys.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. My goodness, those things are powerful.
hmm
Olivia will poke the bow and say, maybe it follows?
It follows what?
I don't think I've seen that one. Anyway,
I'm gonna say Wade gets the reference and just kind of like gives the like slow craning head turn of like, are we still doing this?
Kid's just going to assume that everything is a movie reference because he hasn't seen many movies. You seem a bit aware of the other things in this world. When we were examining another site nearby, we discovered something down there that was opening a sort of portal to a space
The gate to the stars.
with strange. What are they called again? The creatures?
Tsitsi memes, I think.
Tsitsi memes, soul eater type things. And this was the cause of it, and I'll pull out the necklace that we found. Do you recognize
Okay.
anything about this?
Birthright, relics. He's definitely going to need to roll for it because it is not of his
Yeah.
pantheon.
I don't think it's of mine either.
No, it is not. It's of
mine.
none of your pantheons, actually.
Yeah.
There it is.
I don't remember if we figured out which one it was, but I know it's definitely not mine.
Okay.
Did we determine that it was of South American origin?
Yes.
I think
Central
so, 'cause-
American.
Central American.
I think so,
Yeah.
because that's where the creatures were from, mythologically speaking, as
Yeah.
well.
One success. As he kind of sits there and takes a look at it, he's like, I could tell you about what it's made from, but I couldn't really tell you too much about it itself.
Do you happen to know if any people in town or whatever sell or perhaps trade in these sort of relics?
I personally don't, but I do know of a group of people that hang out at this bookshop, coffee shop that might have some information there. They believe they said they had a library at one point.
Oh, a library would be very useful.
Mm.
Especially if it has books on non-typical subjects.
I'm
That's
sure
fair.
it does. But yeah, and he'll give you the address to the Midnight Nook,
Yeah.
as that is probably the only place in town that he knows.
And
Fair.
probably the only
And-
place in town that has books related to this subject.
Mhm.
Um,
Are we already doing a crossover episode?
No,
It's gonna-
because
it's
at
gonna-
this particular
Kid's gonna
Go ahead.
just happen to go there while our other team is in Italy.
I was about to say, yeah, no, everyone's
Yeah.
in Italy right now.
uh-huh.
Oh, perfect.
Just happens to be in Italy.
Yeah.
happens to be. This could also have been when we were in Romania.
Yeah.
This is true.
Also, I do have a question about one of my innate purview powers.
Absolutely.
Isn't Nementon something like an Axis Mundi or another gate between realms of his existence?
It is not an Axis Mundi, no. There is an Axis Mundi into it, but it seems to be very hard to pin down. You kind of get the idea that the gateway that you guys were able to walk through is intentionally hidden.
'Cause I
I
can,
have.
But
I can sense them a mile away.
yeah,
Literally one.
I have another innate power question. I have the order one. So, are there any like rules of this place that we might risk breaking?
Sarne might hunt. Sarne doesn't seem to be a hunter. Seems to be more of a thing. More of a sports.
Hunter
bowman.
is one of my purviews, definitely.
I mean, this innate power thing.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, no. The general only rules that he has, since it's his space, is don't take more than you need,
Mm-hmm.
and don't respect the space.
Do
Yeah.
respect space.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Respecting him, he's just kind of like, I'll go ahead and keep note of this, but I don't really care. It's more about the space that he cares about.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Don't take the piss.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but yeah.
Everything seems to be fine. Like I said, as long as nothing here is causing distress to the local population, that's fine.
I do my best not to keep too much or to distress them too much.
And I fully understand that humans in general will continue to need to kill animals sometimes.
I do my best to not take more than I need.
My only concern is with people who do.
Understandably so. Okay.
As long as no one else has questions, I believe I'm done here. Thank you very much for the water and everything.
I think Sarne will not start waxing poetic about Mongolian barbecue.
Sarna, you were taking a look at the bow. Is there anything that you wanted to look at it specifically, or was it just this is a shared interest?
This is a shared interest, yeah.
Gotcha.
If James shows any indication that he might be interested in, other types of hunting, Sarne would have gone back to her bike and shown her a hunting bow / sniper rifle to him.
Very fair.
Bow rifle.
Yeah. Is there anything else with James that you guys want to take a look at or
No,
talk
he
about?
seems to check out.
It's figured that we've intruded on his place for long enough.
Okay. He wishes you well, and you are able to find a way out on your own with your ability to sense Access Mundi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that didn't turn out to be someone evil.
Yeah, he seemed to be a bit of a square.
Perhaps. Alright, I'm going to get back to town and do some research on this necklace at this bookshop.
Need a ride?
Sure. Am I in danger? I feel like I'm in danger.
Why would you?
I don't know.
Have you ever ridden a horse before?
No?
This is not much different.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
hold on tight, and Sarna gets on her bike and waits for it to get behind her.
That's the seat.
Guess on and does the awkward thing of where do I hold that isn't gonna make you angry.
He will loudly sigh and just put her hand on your hand and position them at her
Yeah.
side.
Okay.
There you go. If you want, you can, cross your arms.
I'll mostly just be trying not to get the claws out.
Yeah, that'd be
This is
great.
probably a bad time to bring up that most bikes are built with like passenger handles in the back part of the bike.
Yeah, but you
I don't
could
know
also.
if this one is.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair.
There's different ways to go about
Mhm.
depending on the bike and other aspects to it.
Mhm.
I would like to spend
Did we
momentum.
talk about?
Just before the bike revs, it's like, do I need a helmet?
You're
Uh,
definitely sitting on the bike.
For legal reasons, yes. And I start. And I get.
Stardust is
I
like,
actually
"Oh,
have an
that's a good
important
point."
question.
Uh-huh.
What style bike is it?
Ooh.
I was thinking.
Is it like a hog? Is it a cruiser? Is it a? I can't think of any. I can't think of the non-derogatory term for it, which would be crotch rocket.
Like a sporty type bike.
It's more of
Yeah.
a sports bike in it, indeed. Yeah, I think. What's that called? Let me see. This is very much a super bike style bike.
Fast.
Wow.
Very fast.
Built for fast.
Like, this is the prize horse of
Mhm.
the Mongolian Tengri.
Yeah. So you are up against Sarne.
Mhm.
Holy-
Okay. Cool.
As I
Wade
said,
and
I would
Olivia.
like to spend one momentum.
Yeah, that is correct. Yes. What would you like to do with your momentum?
Fly.
You'd like to fly with your momentum.
Yes.
Oh boy. Hit's first time on a bike is gonna be wild.
Indeed.
I didn't know they could fly.
Wait, before I do, what is the weather like?
Outside of the Nementon, partially cloudy with a small chance of rain.
Okay, I'm taking care to avoid clouds.
We're going that high?
You're going that high on a 20-mile trip?
No, like
I was
to
about to
avoid
say,
like
you're good.
I have tried to avoid flying under clouds as well for rain purposes and
Gotcha.
such like that.
Gotcha.
Because this horse does not like water.
My God.
Too bad gets
okay.
not found either.
So we will click one momentum.
Yep.
Olivia, wait. What are you guys doing? Are you guys gonna meet them at the Midnight Nook? Are you guys, or Olivia, are you gonna drag Wade to another movie?
Whenever we'll look at Wade and say,
Wait, as they take off, Wade is gonna be like, "Why? We're going to the same place. Why did Kit take the? I have a limo. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. Do you want to get something to eat on the way there?
yes.
All right. Hop in. You can pick the radio station.
Okay.
Okay. What does
Olivia's given the aux cord.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was about to say, after all of that work and like just to let fly thousands of feet into the air, Wade is just gonna like look at them ascend, realize they're going to the same place, and then just look at his limo and look sad.
I need to make this able to fly.
I will do that and go to my favorite thing to use.
I think the first thing Olivia puts on is Barbie Girl.
Yes.
Is that blank for anyone else?
It is.
Yes.
That is interesting. I
It
don't know
is.
why it is blank.
We're in the invisible space.
The
I was
invisible
about to
nook.
say, it's concerning that it's also blank for the DMs. GMs.
Where do you store?
I may have removed it on accident when I was removing many, many other things.
That's fair. Let me see if I have it still. Did I share it with you in a DM or did I share it somewhere else?
I believe it was a DM.
Let me see.
Kit and Sarne just look like that scene from E.T.
That's a fair point.
Like that, it's so Kit looks more scared.
I imagine like a
Because
scene.
it's filled with the sense of I'm going to die.
Mm-hmm. Because if I recall, I don't think
Aha!
any sentient creature enjoys the sensation of falling.
Hmm.
You found it?
I did.
Huzzah!
Did it work? It did not.
Because I also found it. No. Actually, no, yes, this is it.
Let me see if I can do it on the foreground. Huh. Well, it is not working, so
Ooh.
I'll have to figure that out at some other point. I'm gonna
Hmm.
check the other maps. No, Sirens is fine, CB is fine, Solomance is fine, Milan is fine, Brussels is fine, and my target circles are fine. It's just the Midnight Nook.
It's just the Midnight Nook? That's so weird.
No.
Because, like, that's the one we use the most.
Yeah.
Well, we use Brussels the most.
It's the
That's
use
the
the
one we use,
second
like, the
most.
second most.
Yeah.
Like, we're always at the Midnight Nook.
But yeah, so we all make it to the Midnight Nook. There is an older gentleman who's working the counter at this particular moment in time as he goes, "Hello, welcome.
Hi.
Is there anything?"
Do you have any horror stories?
Yes, over in this direction. And he kind of points over towards where the horror stories would be.
Do you have
You know what?
anything
At least she knows
on
what she wants. I respect
Central
it.
American cultures and their artifacts?
Yes, I'm here to research a particular one, if that's possible.
Anything relating to the twaddle would also be helpful.
Alright. I don't know if I have anything up here, but it kind of takes a look around. Yeah, kind of mutters something to himself in some sort of Slavic language. So I think I know where we can find some things, depending on. Mind if I take a look at the artifact in question?
Yes, hang on. Just pull it out of my pocket and hold it up.
Alright. Sasha has a much bigger pool for this type of thing.
Yay!
Give him 9
I
dice.
fixed it.
Thank you.
Oh,
But he still only gets 1 success.
Oh,
wow.
Can he at least know
Wow.
like where we should look for more information?
He kind of sits there and mumbles stuff about it. It's like, yes, this seems to be Central South American in origin, probably closer to Central American.
If it helps, it was the source of power for a unusual portal.
The portal in question consumed light and several other versions of mass. We don't know if it destroyed them or if it just sent it somewhere else.
And seemed to end up in a space. As in, points upwards.
Interesting. I'm sure he won't mind. Come this way, and he will take you downstairs into the library itself.
Oh, thank you.
And if he
Olivia?
does, I will suffer for it later.
Olivia, I'm just making you aware. We're going into a different room. You can keep browsing. I'm just letting you know where we are.
Olivia will follow you.
Already has like 12 horror books on a stack.
There's enough.
But yeah, so Sasha will take you down into the library. And he goes, this is majority of where a lot of studying takes place. And he kind of like points over in a direction and goes, I think what you're looking for might be found over there. I don't spend too much time down here, admittedly.
Thank you very much. We will do our best to cause as minimal disturbance to this place as possible.
Oh, you can't be worse than the person who's down here most frequently, other than the owner.
Do we hear that person?
Jenny is not here at the moment.
Oh, we've missed everyone. Well, no, not everyone.
I'm just imagining Jenny's currently in Hawaii as like Team A is in Italy.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Surfing competition's coming up soon, don't you know?
Ah, I understand. Yeah.
Just gonna start looking at books. I'm not good at academics, so
I am.
Okay.
This is where I shine.
I would
I
also
will
like to
allow.
help person.
Okay, so who would like to make a roll? I will allow occult or academics in regards to this.
I would
Ayo,
like to
right
go
here.
for academics.
I can do occult.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do academics. Can I use my system navigation for the Dewey Decimal System?
I don't know if it's organized by the Dewey Decimal System,
It
but
is
there is a
not.
system of organization.
Fuck the Dewey Decimal System. He
Alright,
was a
guys,
racist.
But there is a system of organization that you
absolutely.
can use here, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Can I provide aid?
Yeah, so generally, what would you like to roll?
I'll go for occult.
Okay. So you can aid Kit, and who would like to aid each other in regards to Wade and Sarna?
I would like to help because I have
Okay.
an innate power from the Tengri for this.
So if I'm using a specialty, I just add one enhancement instead, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
I get 2, and I have a perfect partner to double the help to get.
So I get
So good.
Oh, good. I love perfect partner.
I have
That's
2
all from that.
successes. And if I spend momentum, I can roll more dice, right?
Yes.
I would like, if it's okay, to spend 1 momentum to roll 2 extra die.
Okay.
Okay. One
For the
momentum,
purposes
2 extra die.
of helping from the Kut innate purview.
Excellent.
Once per scene, when the Science player spends momentum to boost the roll of another character or other players spend momentum to boost the Science roll, the Scion may invoke their Kut. When this happens, each point of momentum spent on the roll by anyone counts twice.
Okay. Yeah, I'll count it. I think technically Wade would have to roll on that one, but we'll just make it easy just for the moment, and you can go ahead and roll the 2 dice.
1 success.
So that'd be
3.
So 6 successes, and you have 4 enhancement, Kit, from Olivia.
I don't think any of my specialities help you.
Let me take a look at them. Traits, natural weapons, motion fortitude. No, they do not.
6.
Okay.
Very good.
So with a pair of 6s, it takes a little bit to find. But what you find is that the type of jewelry that this is usually made with shells worn around the wrist or ankles. They're called ayoyotes. Instead of shells, as a reminder, these ones are made with chipped bones,
Yeah.
and they are very, very loud in comparison.
Hmm.
What I will do is, because there are mechanics for borrowing relics or using relics that you haven't bought, so I will post this in the chat. Hopefully it's formatted not too horribly.
Where is it?
Okay,
There it is.
there it goes. So demonic Ayoyote. So it would give you +2 to intimidate to frightened if you want to use it for the cost of 3 momentum, and also give you access to the stars purview. The flaw is there no matter what, but you guys haven't tried to be stealthy yet, so.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Well,
Also, in regards to the Tsitsi Mimi maze, you've found that those are the Star Eaters, that those are pretty nasty figures. Yeah.
With a name like the Star Eaters, I can't imagine.
Hmm.
So, if you're using it, you, I guess, always have the floor, but you have to spend momentum to get the bonuses?
Yes, because you guys have it on you, it's the rattling there is kind of put on there. But if you want to use the benefits of it, you need to put that on. Spend momentum for that at the moment.
Man, good thing we're the only ones in this library, otherwise this be really annoying.
indeed. I'm not particularly intimidating, so it's not really useful for me.
Is there any questions anyone may have with 6 successes? I will allow 2 stunts.
I think we should ask who put it there.
Yeah, our main question is like how it ended up there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if we can figure that out from this library.
Yeah,
It's a very
that's
special
more...
library.
Yes, that's why I said I don't know if we can.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take a look at procedurals.
Just so we're clear, question 1 is going to be how did it get there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure.
Question 2, trying to think.
Are there others? Question mark?
Would be a good one.
The way it's written with the description, I think it's safe to assume that there are.
Yeah, fair.
Is there a way to like? No, we've got the sound to try and find out where they are.
Is there a way to counteract or destroy these things? Is that the second question we want to ask? I'm putting mine up for vote.
I'm thinking about the second questions.
Oh, fair.
Well, while you're thinking of a second question, I'll answer the first question. So whether or not it was put now or much earlier. It was put there by somebody, is how it got there.
Yeah, these things don't move by themselves.
Yes. Uh, Given the ties to the Tsutsumimes and the fact that there were some that were there, but did not necessarily come out and start eating the hearts of people, it is a safe assumption that somebody recently put it there, probably specifically for the purpose of summoning them.
Yeah. And those were just the ones that happened to wander through the portal by accident. Because they didn't seem to be that aware of it, the ones on the other side. All the questions I'm thinking of are things that we wouldn't be able to figure out through the methods of research that we're doing.
Could we learn more about the Star Eaters themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
learn stuff about the Star Eaters.
What would you like to know about them?
If there is any known, like,
Weakness.
motivation for them, a
Motivation.
weakness is also a good one.
Could also just get a general idea of like their history.
Okay. So the first, we'll go ahead and allow a few questions for these, rather since even though you're studying that, you do have the means to research some of the Star Eaters. Their motivations is eating the hearts of people. They do not like people. They want to consume people.
Their motivation is hungry.
Oh,
Yes,
no,
very
I'm
hungry. Resources and materials. But the
Are they like legends of like people defeating them and how they did that?
less legends of how that they are defeated and more how you keep them at bay. A lot of their weaknesses seem to be related to sunlight. They do not do well in sun. They primarily come out 5 days at the end of the calendar year of the Twaddle, where they are at their most powerful. Additionally, during eclipses or similar events is when they are at their most powerful, is some of the stuff that you are getting the notes of. It means that even though that they were in the darkness of the caves, you were able to that they were what's the word I'm looking for? That they were weakened at that particular moment in time.
Oh, so that wasn't even them at like full strength.
Yeah.
Correct.
I was gonna say something and it fell out of my brain.
Fair.
But like we did
Sorry.
figure out that it kind of is possible to just do sufficient damage to defeat them. It just would probably take a lot more if they were at full power.
Yes. And they would probably have a vulnerability to sun if you're able to channel it.
Yeah. Or if I had my line of sight character
Yeah.
Scion of Amaterasu.
See,
remembers.
I still want to figure out how to bring charisma into this setting.
There are plenty of sun gods.
True. But no, like literally just charisma, but a deviant. In Scion.
Saint.
Yeah.
Saint or
Or
knight.
sorcerer.
Or sorcerer.
Fair.
Remembering that we really don't know each other all too well. Anybody have anything to do with sunlight or light in general? Can anybody do that?
My areas of expertise are mostly the wild and animals and healing and laws.
No.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, I have fire, but that's not
Not the same
sunlight.
I know I have to be careful and avoid keeping a scope up too much for lens glare.
Hmm. But there are ways of like mimicking sunlight. There's like UV lamps and maybe things like that will work.
There's also probably artifacts that could be made to utilize sunlight that wouldn't be too difficult to get our hands on.
I think Sar and I will kind of stick our head up, kind of look to see if bookstore proprietor had left the library, correct?
In the research that you've done, he's come down and checked on you a couple of times, but he's mostly leaving you guys to your own devices.
He's gotta run the shop upstairs.
Yeah. If he happens to show up sometime,
Mm-hmm.
I would.
Someday. Damn, we've been here a while.
Yeah,
We've
I
been
know.
down here a week.
But if he happens to show up in a short time, Sarne would ask, mostly like as a glib comment, only slightly serious, if this guy has any contacts or magical artifacts, because we can tell that this library is not necessarily natural.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I look at the shelves, there's new relevant books.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. You guys noticed it too.
It's very convenient.
May I ask what you're looking for?
Something to amplify sunlight or
Or produce it, or
generate it, yeah.
yes. The things we've encountered are weak to it, but not vampires. I've heard that they are a thing.
Well, yeah, we wouldn't want to go out of our way to like hunt vampires. They're not doing anything.
Sasha just kind of stares blankly for a moment.
Anyway,
I do not. I don't have anything off the available at this particular moment in time, but I'm sure that we could find something depending on what it is that you're looking for, and perhaps how much that you're willing to pay for it, of course.
it's also could just be pointed in a direction of something. That would also be helpful. If that would be less inconvenient for you.
So now the question is, does Sasha know any relic dealers outside of the Friends?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me take a look at the Brussels map real quick. So there is a few places where you might be able to find people who might know more. There is this gathering that's kind of like a bar down in the lower, in the upper town, up near the square.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a few people here. Some of it may be hoax, but there are a few people here who deal in artifacts outside of myself, and he'll
You
give you
deal
some
with artifacts?
addresses. Occasionally, I've been known to dabble. I mean, I'm sure you've noticed that this place is a little weird in and of itself.
Hmm.
That's weird.
Did
More
you build
different.
I believe I helped build it. As in, the storyteller believes Sasha helped build it.
There have been people that helped Casimir, definitely. But I would like to think of it like the space itself showed up more or less naturally to the from the desire of Casimir to create this space, and then he and everyone else kind of helped shape it and you know clean clean things out and stuff like that.
So, not exactly, but I did help with filling it out and taking care of it.
It's kind of neat, which is high praise from Sarne.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna look at you like, wow, that's the most positive thing I've heard you say.
What?
Anyway, I think we're done with research, so probably shouldn't spend too much more time here.
Appreciate it. Would you like some scones or anything on your way out?
Yes.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind.
It's something without chocolate, please.
Of course, of course. And Sasha will ring you guys up for some scones, maybe some coffee or some things that you guys might want. And
Sasha will also give something to each and every one of us now that we have engaged
library
in
card.
bartering.
I was just about to ask, is like
Loyalty
do you guys
card
have, like, a
time.
membership system or
Yes, there is.
Do you all want one card or do you want multiple cards? Like one
I want
for
a
each
card.
of you?
I definitely want
All
one for
right.
myself.
I believe
All right.
individual cards will probably be
I'm going to need
But,
6.
whatever. 6?
Wade gestures to the 5 people in his security detail.
There's a long pause then. I keep forgetting they're there. How do I do that?
They're crazy good at being unnoticed. It's
Like-
insane.
My friend is invisible and they're
Wow.
somehow more stealthy.
Can I get one for
there is-
Alphonse?
There is, in fact, while there is, of course,
Do-
a
do-
security
do-
team,
Do all of your
There's also
security guys
lads
have
here.
do all of your security guys have books in their hands?
Yes. So
excellent.
so the joke with Wade is Wade looks like an absolute like string bean,
Yeah.
but Wade has epic strength.
Mhm.
Yeah. One of my favorite things.
Kisrith.
Yeah?
Are some of the lads still here?
I don't think you need to ask that question.
I figured. But, you know...
They are omnipresent.
Omnipresent.
They need to stay here to make sure there's still peach stuff around.
That's true.
I was literally about to make the joke is like as we're on our way out, we just see like a blanket fort with like a paper sign that just has written in crayon Carden's Corner with just a little dragon on it.
But yeah, so whether it's through books or through snacks, Sasha will give everyone present a loyalty card, including Alphonse.
Okay, we'll tuck it into his notebook. You'll know where to find it when needed.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I will
Thanks,
put it in the
magic.
back pocket.
I'm gonna turn to like the front page of the book, which seems blank, and just write in it to the words, "Hey, Grandpa. Found some interesting stuff involving Tsitsumimes. You wouldn't happen to know anything about any artifacts that produce or amplify sunlight, would you? Thanks." Then a little like heart,
Yeah.
because we like Grandpa.
Hmm.
And then the ink just sort of melts into the page to be sent to Grandpa. And I will get a message back at some point.
Olivia puts both the cards just into her arm and they vanish.
It's relics.
Wade
Right,
places
because-
his card in his wallet.
As an aside, I'm gonna run the Magnus Archives game soon. Olivia
Uh-huh.
feels very much like an antagonist from there.
Ah! That's her design.
Monsters are fun to play.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Monsters are fun to play.
Okay, a lot
Yeah.
just became clear.
But yeah. I will say eventually Grandpa will get back to you. Grandpa says, Galatine, the sword of Sir Gawain, or Gawain,
Mhm.
may have been the source of his sun powers, or those may have been his own. It is hard to tell.
They'll probably come in like as we're heading out. It's like,
Hmm.
well, my grandfather knows of a sword that might have sun powers, but it's unlikely that we'll find it.
Hmm.
I think it's probably best if we follow the lead. Did Sasha give us out
Yeah.
of character? Did Sasha give us his name?
If asked, Sasha would have given his name, yes.
Okay. I think it's probably best if we follow up with the lead Sasha gave us first.
Oh yes, I
then-
simply asked in case my grandpa knew anything.
No, that's fair. Also, yeah, like you said, we don't know where the sword is. I'm pretty sure we could find it. Actually, hold on.
Do you know where Galatine is?
No, but I'm pretty sure I can get my people on this.
Oh.
Huh.
Tell them I wish them luck.
They'll be happy about that. Or at least I hope they will. I pay them to be.
You pay them to be happy.
No, but I do hire people that enjoy the work.
That makes a
That
bit
makes
more morality. Let's head towards one of these locations that Sasha gave us.
Did you want to go to the
So-
speakeasy or one of the other dealers?
I think the speakeasy first. Okay, what time of day is it?
A good question.
Probably mid-afternoon.
Okay, we'll leave that one for a bit until it's like more people present.
Oh wait, no. It was probably closer to evening because you guys did catch a movie, and movies don't start until 10, so you would have been
Yeah.
noon-ish by the time that you
Mhm.
found James and spend a little while talking there and a little while
we
doing
spent a little
research.
library, yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
probably like 4 or 5 p.m.
So we can see one
Yeah.
of the other ones first and then go to the speakeasy, I think.
Okay.
And
Alrighty.
maybe get food at some point, I don't know.
I am getting my calories in today.
Uh-huh.
Me and Olivia stopped for burgers on the way here.
Oh,
And then he had scones.
we didn't stop at all.
Would you guys like to get food before heading over?
It's more like the case of we didn't stop because we were going too fast.
Yeah, I was about to say to that Wade isn't going to touch Kit, but Wade is just going to like extend his arm in like a nurturing manner of like, "Are you okay? You don't have to get back on the bike. You know that, right?"
Would you like a scone?
I already had one, thanks. How many did you get?
Yes. So many
Look
scones.
over.
Or he has a
like,
full
Oh.
punch on the card.
just goes, oh.
No, there are
How-
specific guidelines about when to get a punch in the card, and it's for one visit per day.
I would know that rule.
Uh,
You would know that rule.
I get to know rules.
Maybe Olivia has visited this place several times just for scones. Didn't even
Olivia
realize there were
already
bugs.
had a card.
She
Fair.
has like 12 stamps on 12 different cards.
Olivia was here to get another card.
Like me whenever I end up having to go to Waterstones, and I just like, oh yeah, I don't have the thing. Can I get another card?
I am trying to consider Casimir's opinion or stance or whatever it would be on Olivia if you'd ever seen her.
Oh boy, that's
Well, normally she just presents as a pretty university girl.
who's
Who
maybe
eats what?
maybe a bit excitable.
Okay.
I don't know if Casimir
Even-
has sent the divine.
Nope.
Jody has it, and
Carden
Carden
does,
has it built
but
in.
he
and Carden
can
spends
sense-
a lot of time at the Midnight Nook.
He
Yeah.
can sense magic.
So yeah, Jody and Carden might
Hmm.
be able to tell.
I'm just gonna roll a D100 real quick. Okay, cool.
Good number.
All right.
Probably
So
like
the
my top
first
5
one
numbers.
that you that you guys go to is Joshua gave you the better part of like 4 or 5 of them, and as he mentioned that there's probably some that are hoaxes. And you guys kind of narrow it down to 2. Through your own research and following reviews and things like that. Over next to here, I'm not even going to bother trying to say that today.
We are still on the Midnight Nook map,
Yes.
so let's
Looking at
Thank you.
bring this up
I
here.
thought I activated it.
Oh.
De Brookery, I believe is what it is.
De Brucaire.
Brucaria.
Okay.
Bit Blanca.
Yeah, it's
So
a
over-
schwa, so it's de.
Over near there. Oh, go ahead.
I saw all of the red M's thinking, oh, that's a lot of McDonald's.
No, that those are
Metro.
arches, not M's.
But over near there, there is a very stereotypical. What's the word I'm looking for? Stereotypical new age magic shop would
Okay.
probably be the best way to put it. Where there's kind of the smell of incense, there's the beaded curtains, there's the aspects of crystals and things, and there are behind the counter in and of itself, there are some objects, some of which look like ritual knives, others of which look like what's the word I'm looking for? Some of them may look like plain rocks that are just behind the counter for some reason. It's definitely interesting to
Like,
see.
okay,
and a little
it's not
curious.
all like crystals and tarot cards, so
Right.
it's not all like that kind of stuff where they're like trying to tell you that this stuff will do things that it doesn't.
Yeah, I was about to say we can smell the cheap incense burning when we walk in.
But it's not cheap incense. It's the higher end stuff, but it's definitely
real
the smell of
incense.
incense. But a woman, probably about mid-40s or so, dark skin, dark hair, dark eyes, wearing flowy skirts and a nice fitting top, comes in and goes, "Hello there, how may I help you?"
Hi, we're doing we're currently looking for artifacts or the like that produce or amplify sunlight.
Use or amplify sunlight, you say?
Yes.
Hmm.
And not
She
in the
begins
sense
kind
of like this crystal will focus sunlight to enhance your chakras or your aura or any of that. More like this can kill
physically,
vampires.
physical sunlight.
Okay. And she kind of sits there and begins. She goes behind the counter, and she pulls out a book that's probably the size of her, type of thing.
Oh,
I don't know if anyone else has seen the picture of Josephine McAdam holding the Book of Nod,
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
but it's that big. So she kind of sits it on the counter with a large thud, and then begins opening and kind of going through it. And she goes, "That don't know where that one is. That one's held in a collection." And just kind of mumbles a bunch of different things for the moment. I'm going to pull open a bunch of books and see what has the sun purview for relics.
Yeah, because
'Cause
the
that
innate
seems
power
fun.
lets you produce sunlight.
Mm-hmm. How to carry in wings. Tears of Ray. Interesting. None in Hero have that. That is quite interesting.
Weird.
Guess I'll have to wait and get more experience to buy myself and make myself a relic.
Just
And
give yourself the purview.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking through Demigod
I'll
right
make
now.
my own relic.
I'll do it myself.
Blackjack
Snaps
and
fingers.
hookers.
Hell yeah.
Huh. Is really Galatine the only
They're in the books. It could be
There's
the only
ones
one in
that
the books?
aren't in the books.
Yeah, I was about to say we could just like make one up.
Like the Crown of Helios or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, 100% we can make one. I just wanted to know if there was one
That's better than what I was
that was
going to
already
say.
made.
The something of Madrasu, the whatever the fuck of.
Mirror?
Paintbrush of Amaterasu.
Yeah.
Because I like
Okami
because
is
that
very
makes
good.
me
I did make a comment in the little side thing I was writing that is vaguely Scion now. That if someone's saying like, if enough people believe that Amaterasu is a dog, she might become a dog.
Oh boy.
I was going
Huh.
to be annoying and correct you as like, no, actually, in the game, everyone considers her to be a dog instead of a wolf. You're right.
I said dog. I
You
said dog.
You said dog, yeah. I was going to be annoying and correct you, but I was wrong.
I just remember everyone in that book referred to her as a dog when she's clearly a wolf.
Uh-huh. But she is the best wolf.
Wolf dog.
Such a good
Dog wolf.
yeah, no, she kind of gives, just that way I'm not going to limit you guys into a relic since it looks like we'll have to make one. She gives some suggestions.
Mhm.
There's one other in Titanomachy.
Oh.
Hmm.
I might have Titan stuff related to it though.
Worth.
He kind of pulls out a blue. Oh, that should be 3 dots, not 2. But we can always remove the enhancement. But she kind of pulls out a blue-gray feather and goes, "This is from an Egyptian phoenix-like creature known as a Bennu.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, those that are able to channel such powers are able to harness the powers of the sun.
Interesting.
But we
These
still need
things
somebody who
were
can channel
sacred
them.
to... Yes. Well, I am but a humble dealer of such things. I do not have powers of my own. So,
You're like a happy
But-
mask salesman.
I do not understand this reference, but
It's an
Yes.
old
Is
game,
it
never
possible
mind.
to test such an item to see if we are able to use it?
by all means, go ahead. A
Well-
lot of these were sacred to a figure known as a 10, but they themselves do not have any specific tie or any darkness to them.
I will spend
Olivia
some
will say,
momentum to try
"Why
and use
would the sun god be dark?"
That is an excellent question. Selfishness,
Irony.
usually.
it. Irony.
Okay. So, so you grab it, you spend 2 momentum,
Yes. I will
and you have
activate
access for the sun purview for the scene.
activate the innate sun purview, and I'm suddenly I'm producing sunlight.
Yay!
The fur just starts glowing, and it's like, oh, I suppose it does work.
You've gone Super Saiyan.
I don't know what that means.
I like
That's
how
an
we just have a bunch
in-character
of people
doesn't know
that
what
don't get it.
Mhm.
Kit
Voice
gets the fewest
transition
references.
whizzes kicks in.
Okay.
So,
Alright,
so
then,
it does
yes.
work.
Good.
How much is that such a thing?
Quotes a price that Wade can afford.
Does
I
she
was
quote
about
a
to
price
say,
that I
doesn't
can
matter.
afford?
Wade puts a wad of cash down.
A relic? Probably not.
Okay,
I don't know how much Sarna can afford.
Only the one wealth dot.
Maybe Sarna
I
could
have
afford it.
I have as much money as the former house cat of a god has.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Because
The answer is always the same. Depends on the god.
Yeah,
mm,
I don't think Clue has much money in the grand scheme of things. Don't think he's a money guy.
But yeah, I'm imagining that when she names the price, both Farnay and Wade immediately go, "Oh, I can take care of that."
I'm imagining Sarday takes out cash. Wade just takes out a black card.
I think Starnay will challenge you to a game of rock paper scissors.
Wade.
Okay.
Accepts this challenge.
Hey!
Alright,
Okay.
so how do we want to do this?
So you can roll.
we can type a thing in chat and then press enter after one.
On someone's count, yeah. Someone else's count. Probably mine. So go ahead and type in what you would pick, rock, paper, or scissors.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me know when you're ready.
Do we
Ready?
go on 3 or on shoot?
I would say should.
You
Okay.
ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, shoot.
Ah, I picked scissors and Ghost picked rock.
Well,
You always
And-
go rock.
hand Wade the feather.
Okay. Given that I'm not going to give the enhancement to it, it is a 2-dot relic, which means you may spend 2 momentum to use it until you are able to buy it
Nice.
Mm.
with experience.
Probably is better that someone who's going into melee is going to use it because it is an aura type thing.
Fair. Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
Mm-hmm. The light might get in the way of your shots.
Yeah, or it might help with
Or it might draw attention
target
to you if
finding.
you're trying to
Yeah,
not be detected.
exactly.
Speaking of drawing attention, I'm going to pull out the IoT thing.
Right.
Like, do you happen to have seen any of these around?
I have not seen one of those in a long time. And that one
Ooh.
does have Titanic influences with it.
Yes, we disarmed it. It was active and trying to draw things here.
Thank you. May I?
Sure.
And she begins taking a look at it.
Not sure if I particularly want to keep it. I was going to find somewhere to, like, seal it away or something.
I could take it off your hands if you would rather not have it.
Not sure if I would like for this to be sold to someone else, but
Can I roll a vibe check?
Yeah, go for it. Empathy or integrity. And social. Anyone who'd like to may make a vibe check.
So
what was the rolls again? Social empathy.
Or
remember
integrity.
that.
Oh.
Integrity.
Remember what?
My invisible friend makes people's attitudes towards us better.
Oh, yeah, no. Gotcha.
I'm definitely only going off vibes because I have nothing in empathy nor integrity.
I have quite good integrity,
I have decent integrity.
but I don't roll good with it.
Freeze.
When
Okay, so 1 for Kit, 3 for Olivia, Sarne, and Wade.
With threes, get the idea that she's just a little weird.
Okay.
But, yeah, like, she's not particularly one to sell artifacts that may or may not be Titanic in nature. It's just that the phoenix feather in and of itself was
related to a Titanic being.
related, what used to be, what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, but it's not implying that she's gonna sell. It's more like telling her that, like, I hope you do have a way of disposing of this.
Yeah. Or at least containing it competently.
Yeah.
If disposal, I do not know if I have a means to dispose of it, but I can keep it safe.
That's probably better than carrying it around with us, considering
Yeah,
it
it makes
draws
way too much
attention.
noise.
True. It's like, we barely know you. We've been pointed your way by someone who we don't know either.
I was going to ask if you would, might know anyone else who might know about how this got to be here.
When you say how this got to be here, what is it that you're looking for?
It was found active in a cave just outside of town.
Surrounded by a shroud of darkness that consumed light and any matter that came in contact with it.
And
That is unsurprising.
And also in a place that felt very charged with divine energy.
It was under a build site, which isn't something that you want on your build site.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, there are some places that would try to exploit this sort of thing and probably get eaten.
Unless it was some type of creature that was trying to bring those things here. It's hard to say. if one is going to be dealing with things such as the Star Eaters, I do not know if they are. Well, they are unwise, if you ask me, but they may. There are many things out there that may want assistance or distraction or what have you. It's hard to tell. But I doubt that it. You said that it was active in a place of darkness that was charged with energies.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's an intentional thing then. What build site was it for?
You know the construction site, and I'm going to inform her of where it was because I don't remember.
Yeah, for Starlight Solutions.
That was it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the name.
I'm trying not to assume that normative determinism is a thing here.
No, I know, but like, it just clicked for me. So
Hmm.
I have reasons to not trust Starlight Solutions. I had a friend that worked in a similar field, more academic than this, and she kind of gestures towards her shop. But for some reason, he got employment through there and has cut off all contact with previous acquaintances.
Really?
Yes.
It's the first time hearing of anything like that. If that is the case, then perhaps they were more suspicious than I was hoping.
and
Possibly.
I'm sorry to ask so late into this conversation. What was your name?
My name is, I have it here, Michelle Crane.
Shell Crane.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, my captions want to make it shower cream. Whatever that is.
I didn't even hear it.
Michelle Crane.
Oh, your internet is getting a little
Little robot-y.
crackly.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
It's like I'm going to have to look into this company again. It's
Sounds like
boring.
such a hassle.
It was boring enough the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I am so sick of corporate espionage. That was in character.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not opposed to corporate espionage as long as it helps. Gonna look up at the provider and say, I probably shouldn't say this in front of you. I apologize.
You're fine. Well, yes. If there's anything else that I can do to help, just let me know.
If anyone comes in, perhaps inquiring about these, pointing at the
Hey, are you
Oh,
okay?
area days. If anyone comes in inquiring about if something like this has shown up here, could you maybe inform us?
Absolutely.
I can
May
give
I
you some
have
contact information. That's it.
beat me to the punch?
Also, would it be all right if we came back if we found any other artifacts like this, just to kind of pick your brain about what they are and what they can do?
Absolutely. That's part of why I'm here.
And if we can ask for your discretion in these matters. I'm slowly beginning to realize that we're stumbling into things that could be very active danger for us and those around us.
Yes, I will do my best to be discreet.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there anything else that anyone would like to do whilst here?
Nope.
To note, mechanically, she can provide any art. She can provide, if given time, any artifact that is worth 2 or less dots, but it takes time and obviously experience to get.
Yeah.
Alright.
If
That's pretty
we... No, that's questions for later.
Oh, go
thank
ahead,
you,
Max.
thank you very much for your help and time.
You're very welcome.
I have a Starlight Solutions to examine more thoroughly.
Oh, also, Wade took several pictures of like rocks in the store.
Yes.
There's some very nice rocks.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no, you can ask your mechanics question, though, if you'd like.
I was just going to ask, and I doubt it's going to be like a big thing considering this is like B plot.
Mhm.
I was going to ask if we introduced higher tier relics to her, would that be a thing that eventually she can be able to reveal stuff like that to us as well?
I mean, technically speaking, the demonic Ayoyote is a 3-dot relic that she can give you information about, but she's not going to deal in those.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah. Is there anything anyone else would like to do whilst here?
I don't think of anything.
I need to
Okay.
think if there's anything else we need here. Don't think so. We already have
Okay.
a thing to combat the other things. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Do we want
What
to head to the
is
speakeasy?
We could still go there and ask for if anyone else is here, the information on the business place.
Mm-hmm. Talk to the locals about Starlight Solutions.
Yeah, see if any of them have also had people disappear from their lives to join it.
I'd say local. Show of hands, who's actually from here?
Kids from another dimension.
Does Kit inform Wade that he's from another dimension?
Is Wade asking where kids from?
Wade is asking if anybody is from here.
I'm gonna see if there's like a specific pantheon place for Kid to be from.
Sarna kind of like waggles her hand in the air, kind of like, eh.
I'm assuming within the past couple years, but not like born and raised local.
My mom's a diplomat here, working for the European Union. My dad's Genghis Khan.
Kid
All
is
right,
like,
well that makes Wade's gonna kind of like. All right, well that makes it. Wait, what?
oh,
Well, I didn't say that.
I'm from Avalon.
Oh,
Wait,
England.
what?
Avalon.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's not
Olivia?
quite England. It's like it's kind of in the same location as England, but also not really.
Wait, you can see the reconciliation on
It's-
Wade's face, just like coming to terms
you
with
know-
this.
You know that sort of mini space we went to when we spoke to the man in the woods?
Yeah.
It's like that, but on a much bigger scale.
Yeah, so Olivia, where are you from?
Your dreams!
Nah, I've never dreamt of someone like you.
Hello.
Yet.
I'm concerned if my dreams produce you.
That sounds rude.
It
I'm
is.
sad now.
Wait. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Wade.
So, this, if it helps, this is the place I've spent the longest amount of time while being bipedal.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we
that's
are.
genuinely weird. You're
Nobody.
a weird
Nobody's
little
from
guy.
here.
I mean, I grew up here most of the time. Like, what is it you're like? Do you have a question?
Well, no. I was just like, it's because I thought we'd get a local feel for just how the public views Starlight, and then I figured, well, I don't know where any of you are from, and I didn't want to
Oh,
assume any of
yeah.
you were from here.
Oh yeah. You have no. I'm no help. I've mostly hung out at school, and that's kind of like
And
separated from.
I'm also still learning how to talk to humans.
You're doing fine.
I've
I-
been traveling a lot.
I may occasionally come off as rude because I don't know how to speak to you.
I promise it will not come off as rude.
I do.
Wait, is
I'm just gonna glance at what I said to Olivia.
I have
She's
a
already forgotten.
question.
She's happy again.
Kit.
Yes.
Do you want to knock things off shelves?
What?
don't worry about it.
That's a cat thing,
It is?
isn't it? Now I'm confused.
Just pulls
You're
up a
not gonna-
bunch of cat videos of cats bapping things off surfaces.
Could
I
you just
was
like
about
Yeah,
to
I
say,
will
look,
do that.
look, if I've ever knocked something off a shelf, it's because it doesn't belong there.
Interesting.
okay, so are we gonna start asking about zoomies now? Or are we gonna head over to the
Yeah, like what is up
speakeasy?
with that?
What's up with Zoomy?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What is a zoomy?
Pulls up another
Okay,
video.
so Kit,
Kid just like not having the same words for these sorts of
Mhm.
things and not knowing what you're talking about.
That's
we
fair.
can have this
That's
conversation
absolutely
in the
fair.
limo.
Oh, I'm not driving that with that. No. This is not a
We
slight.
gesturing
Wait.
between Olivia, Wade, and Kit can have this conversation in the limo.
Hey, wait. This is nothing against you or your family or your money or the limo. If I don't go by use my bike, he'll get upset.
Wade is going to look at Sarne, look at the bike, look back at Sarne, look back at the bike, and then just remember that he's traveling with a cat who has gained a human level of intelligence and sapience,
Mhm.
and recall everything Olivia has said,
Mhm.
and just think, or just say aloud, yeah, okay, that tracks.
Yeah.
I
Because
believe we are.
you would not be able to afford the oats to make it up to him.
I believe we are what my grandfather would call an eclectic bunch.
Yeah, you're eclectic when you've got money.
But I don't have money.
Oh, you're part of us now, so yeah, you do.
Oh. What's that like?
Only you can answer that.
Huh.
Wade is
Does
just
that mean
kind
I
of
can
an
have the good pizza now?
When, where?
Do you have that here?
Oh yeah, just don't go to any chain restaurants.
Wade is still just kind of in a stunned silence that he was told he couldn't afford something.
Um,
The speakeasy?
yes.
I suppose so.
All right.
Okay. As you make it over there and head inside, it is getting relatively late. It is relatively busy. Kit, this is probably the place where you stand out the least amount.
Yeah, when we get in there, he's just like visibly relaxes.
Hmm.
All right. I have an above table question.
Yes.
So Jody is in here constantly.
Jody's
but
in
as-
Italy.
No, I'm saying like Jody's in here constantly, and this is essentially a bar, and Jody doesn't care about the law. What's the drinking age in Brussels?
18.
Well, you guys have fun. I'll be in the limo.
They
They
presumably
serve
sell.
other things than alcohol.
Yeah, they sell non-alcoholic drinks in bars.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
fair
bars
enough.
are not necessarily like a place where you can't be there when you're underage. You just can't be served alcohol.
They won't serve you alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Olivia's already just off in the crowd making friends.
Oh, that is a terrifying thought.
That is a terrifying thought, so we're just not going to think it and go about our business. Don't look her in the eye.
So,
I've been sitting here thinking about that this entire time because I'm just like, I mean, Jody's in there constantly, but like, Wade's not gonna break the law.
But yeah. So
Yeah,
it's bustling. It seems to be a little bit quieter than when Jody's usually in here making friends and things along those lines. But it's bustling. There's still some noise, some conversations. You see Tanuki. You see an ogre. You see a Tiervog, the giant from the
yay.
Starlight Solutions building place. Stuff and many others. There's a table with a satyr who seems to be the one that's in charge of that group. Things along those lines.
Alright, let's start asking people questions about whether or not this Starlight Solutions place has inducted them or their friends.
Yeah, so I guess just general like socialization.
Talk to
Just,
people, get info.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know how bar culture works. I'm not sure how to socialize in this environment.
Well, technically speaking, you should buy them a drink, but I don't think you'll be allowed to, so.
That's a good point. You made a great point, Kit. Hands you
You
the black
accompany-
card
you-
so
thus
you
you-
can buy them drinks.
You accompany one of us. And since you gave me the card, that will probably be me.
Walks around with Kit and 5 other adults.
Alrighty. For general vibes, that would be empathy, leadership, or persuasion, social.
Persuasion.
Let's go for leadership.
Can persuade individuals help?
Yeah, persuade individuals or persuade groups can help in this case.
I'd probably be talking to people one at a time. Does the vibes help of my invisible friend help?
Actually, yes. So that I believe that would be an additional enhancement for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Does
Attitude.
being pretty help?
being pretty
it
helps
can't
in this
hurt.
situation, absolutely.
Olivia gets 6 then, actually.
Okay.
Nice.
I also have the deception purview, so if anyone is trying to figure out if I have ulterior motives behind my questions, it's harder for them.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
said empathy
because-
social, or is it specifically persuasion?
Persuasion,
Like,
empathy, or leadership.
thank you.
This is completely wrong, no doubt, but having a complication on all empathy and assess attitude rolls against you is just Kit being a cat and people going, "Oh, I can't stay mad at you."
It's a combination of that, and it's really hard to read his expression because it's not human.
Yes.
Oh wow, I don't have dots in any of these.
And he's still got a few successes.
6 successes.
Okay. In finding information about Starlight Solutions, I'll just kind of roll through some things pretty quick. A lot of these people don't really have academic friends, and it seems as though that would be what the people were after. But it doesn't seem like anything's going on in regards to it. They are having you do know that they were having a launch and return out into space type of thing. And it
Yeah.
should be on its return trip before too long.
Hmm.
Should probably be on its way back.
Any idea where it's landing?
Somewhere in the Atlantic.
It's where everything lands.
Pacific?
What was that?
Could you be more Pacific?
No.
Okay.
Boo. Okay. And what's the general like feeling of having them like build stuff here?
The more people that have money, the more that they don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Is
All these
the
rich
best way to
people
put that.
showing up and waving all their money around.
Waving all their money around and getting people to get out of some of their control or move things in ways that they don't necessarily want, type of thing. But like some of the lower individuals like Tiervog or anything like that, they're neutral about it. It's work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But as you guys kind of focus on some of the aspects of the Starlight Solutions, figuring out who they may indoctrinate or what they may be doing going through various places. I think we'll go ahead and call that there so we can all think of how we want to investigate it further. Go ahead and... Yeah. And I have been the storyteller Alvarance for this evening, or time of day, whichever one it is for you. I'm playing Kit. I've had Keistrith.
He's learning. He's doing his best.
Yeah.
He is doing his best.
Humans are
Playing
difficult to
Scion.
keep up with.
They are. Playing Sarnay, I've had Nether.
That's me. Abrasive as always when I'm playing Sarnay.
Yes.
Playing Wade Carmichael, I've had Red Ghost.
I can afford anything. So like
Just-
how much are the oats? I don't it doesn't make sense.
And playing Olivia, I've had Robo Pirate.
She's just in a corner, already pulled out some board games and started playing them.
Alright. And you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Okay.
There we go. Thank you all so much for hanging out and watching our little side adventure whilst the main crew is in Milan, Italy. Thank you for your kindness. Fat Booty, Also, there is ads now going to run. So annoying, but it's what it is. I'm very glad that it didn't happen while we were ending as a group, at the very least. But let's see who is currently live. I see that Sunflare Space is live. That would be fun to go raid, I think. That is possible at the very least. Let's see. Is he currently ending stream or not? Doesn't seem like it. So what we're going to do is we're going to raid into Sunflare's space. Oh, Sapke space. That's it. Currently streaming the Room 4. Wait. Oh. Something's going wrong with the Bongo Shark. What is the issue with the Bongo Shark? Oh. Wait, why is my Bongo Shark not here? One of my emote is gone. That is very concerning. Oh well, let me just put this in chat for people who do have a sub. I will check out why my emote is gone. But without further ado, thank you so much for being here. My name has been Cress. It is Cress, and I will be Cress for some time. Next stream will hopefully be tomorrow, but we'll see how much spoons I will have. And I hope to see you all soon. Goodbye!